All right, well, here we are. We are on the road this afternoon. I just got done with work. There's been a pretty cool rare bird sighting earlier this morning that has continued throughout the afternoon. This is a groove-billed Annie, which is very rare for Colorado. Not unheard of, but very, very rare. So I've never seen one. This will be a lifer for me for certain. So I am heading out to the location. Like I said, it looks like it's been there pretty much all day, so I'm hoping it'll still be there when I get there this afternoon. A bunch of people have been out for it. Really, really cool sighting. This is a bird that's mostly down in like Central America and like it's kind of parts of southern Mexico, and in a little bit into the southern United States every now and then. But for Colorado, very, very rare. So yeah, I would like to go out and try to find it myself. I'm sure there's gonna be a ton of people there, so I'll know where to look. But yeah, I'm heading there now. See if I can get some good photos today. And this Ani wouldn't be the only pronunciation problem I'd have throughout the day, because I was heading to the location where it was at, Layden Lake. Or, well, I mean, at least that's how it looks like it should be pronounced, as you can see from the spelling. But this is Colorado, and we don't pronounce anything the way it's actually spelled. This is technically Layden Lake. So, yeah, the real Buena Vista of Jefferson County. That's another Colorado joke for you. Well, here we are. Layden Lake. Not sure. Very pretty. As I arrived, there were a few other birders that were already looking at the bird, so I was able to get eyes on pretty quick. So I never really know what to expect with these rare bird sightings. Is it going to be hard to see the bird? Are you going to get good looks? Is it one of those things where you need to sit around for a few hours and maybe it'll poke its head out? As you can see, that was not the case for this Ani, who was very impervious to our presence. It was very close to the trail, at one point even coming out onto the trail, being within inches of another photographer. It was very unexpected. Eventually, the Ani did leave the trail and went back into some of the deeper willow bushes closer to the lake, making it harder to see. But still, what an awesome outing. Okay, success with our Annie, our groove build Annie. Maybe too much success. So, oh man, I'm hot and sweaty. I don't know why I wear black. I keep thinking one of these days it's actually going to turn to fall and it's going to not be 80 degrees in October, but that is not today. So I'm all sweaty. Sorry about that. But anyways, yes, saw our bird. There were some other birders there, not surprising, and they were right on the bird. And it was very not scared or intimidated or wary of human beings at all. In fact, at one point, we were kind of sitting there. I was sitting down trying to shoot low shots, and it kind of jumped on the little trail. Literally, I could have scooped him up. He was so close. He could have just jumped right into my hand. Did not seem bothered by humans at all. It makes me wonder, is this an escaped pet? I don't know. I don't know if this type of bird is something that's kept as a pet. I have no idea. Maybe this type of bird is just always like that, you know? Maybe it's the Central and South American, like, grackle, you know, where it doesn't really seem to be bothered by humans. So I'm gonna have to look into more of that, like, once I get home. But success, and it's awesome. I mean, I just never know what to expect when I go out to these places I've never been before. And this is Leyden Lake. Again, I'm not sure on the pronunciation of that. I will put that down here in the video, how you actually pronounce it. And yeah, it was, I always expect, like, oh, it's going to be these really small looks, like through a couple of like really thick trees, and it barely ever comes out. It was the exact opposite. It was just, yeah, really kind of all over the place. So anyways, yeah, that was awesome. Definitely worth the medium drive up here. And now I'm going to head back home. So always awesome outing, especially when you can get out like just after work really quick and go see a lifer bird. So yeah. All right, you joined me here on the road. It's a Friday afternoon. I just got done with work, so I am out the door to hopefully film a little bit of a bonus segment here. I hope that you really enjoyed the Groove Build Annie that was in town yesterday that everyone went out to see. It was a very much a celebrity bird yesterday, and it is now the next day, and it is gone. So it left overnight. That's why I always say if you see something pop up, you know, don't wait. You just gotta go. So I'm just like, you gotta go, because you just never know how long it's gonna stick around. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna kind of go over just different ways that you can be notified about when a rare bird shows up in your area, and just sort of the ways that I do it. Because a lot of people are like, oh man, how did you even know? And it's like, oh yeah, there's tons of alerts and things that you can get signed up for. So I'll go over that at the end of the video. But tonight, I am heading back out, following up on something that I went out to shoot Monday. I was heading out to shoot a completely different video Monday night. And at the location I was at, it was not going well. It was really slow. I wasn't finding a lot of things that I needed for this video. And I'll be honest, I was kind of bummed. I had not had great luck over the weekend either. So this was now sort of like 3 locations in a row that had just been dead. And I was walking down this trail. It was starting to get dark, and I didn't have much light left. And I stopped to look at I thought I was on the wrong trail, so I pulled out my phone to look at the map. And I was like, yeah, I don't know where I am. I'm lost in the woods. And so I put my phone away, and then I just looked over to my left, and sitting there on a branch was a long-eared owl. So I was like, I literally thought I was seeing things. So here's a small clip from when that happened. And yeah, so I'm heading back tonight for this hopeful little bonus segment to that location where the long-eared owls are. And I'm hoping they'll still be there. And I'm hoping there's more than just the one, because they rarely roost by themselves. They're usually in groups. So I'm hopeful tonight to go out and make some more photos of the owls and hopefully get some good video footage to fill out this little bonus segment. So that is the plan. Let's head out there. Be over here, or they could be over here, and you'll never see them until you're like right up on them, and then they flush. So this is very difficult. I guess I didn't realize how lucky I was that first night when I just stumbled down here on accident. But yeah, it's been tough going. All right, well, I'm back in the car after spending about 2 hours walking around trying to photograph these owls. And I say trying because I was not successful. The good news is the owls are still in this location. which is good. But the bad news is, yeah, I was not able to do any photography or any video clips because it's a very tricky location. So you walk down this sort of main trail, and there's all these trees on both sides, and the trees go way up, and that's where they are roosting, is in the trees. So you don't know which side of the trail they're going to be on, and the trees still have all of their leaves, so you can't really see them. And what kept happening to me is I was walking very slowly down the trail, like looking, and I didn't see them because, again, they're obscured by the leaves, and I would get too close and they would just fly off, and I was like, oh man, I didn't even know they were there. I didn't even see them. You just can't see them. So I again saw kind of where they flushed to, so I was like, well, let me walk over there. And again, if you got within 200 yards, they're gone again. So yeah, very, very tricky. And of course, I gave up now because, like, I don't want to keep flushing these owls. I'm not here to, like, stress them out. So I was like, all right, you know what? This is going to maybe take a different strategy. So I just left. Yeah. So I think this might be one of those things where I keep sort of this information up here, and maybe in a few weeks when it gets a little bit colder and these trees start losing their leaves, that would be a better time to come back. I think they will stick around. Like the places that I've ever seen long-eared owls before, where they find like kind of a good roosting spot, they usually stay there for a while. So I think even if I gave it like a few weeks and then came back and tried again, I think that would probably be all right. So that's what's up here at the location. Not going to say where. But yeah, pretty cool. And like I said, they're still here. I saw them. Just didn't make any photographs. So, anyways, well, it's a Friday, so I'm going to head home and, yeah, enjoy a weekend. So, thanks so much for watching. Sorry, the bonus segment, I wish it delivered a little bit more, but, yeah, it's something that we'll definitely come back to. So, thanks for watching. I will see you on the next one. Throwing back to myself in my little office there. So, right there. All right, well, welcome back. And yeah, I had mentioned that I was going to kind of go over here at the end how I sort of get notified each day about rare birds, and how did you even know that the Ani, again, sorry for the mispronunciation in the video, is a new bird to me. The Ani, how did you even know? So yeah, I thought I would go over multiple different ways that I get notifications each day about rare bird alerts. So the first thing you see here is this Colorado Birds. This is a Google old-fashioned email group. And so you can go to, again, anyone could sign up for this. Here is the URL. I'll put it in the description too of the video. But yeah, you can go there and get signed up. And that way, anytime there is a cool rare bird seen, someone will email about it, and it will go to your personal email. So I got this one this morning. This is about a tricolored heron that was seen in Weld County. And someone, whoever sends the email will put like sort of details about it. So that is a very good way to get sort of kind of as they're happening notifications. So yeah, that is just old school email. The other one is here on the eBird website. I get every day a rare bird alert. Again, I think most people probably know about this, but just in case maybe you didn't. Yeah, so what you can do is you can go to the Explore button and then go to the region that you want to get the alert for. So I had just put in Colorado. So this is for the whole state. You can do this by county if you want. So you could get just Arapahoe County notifications. And if you scroll down here, there is a thing called Rare Bird Alerts. And if you click on that, it will take you here where you can subscribe to this alert. So that will send you every day just rare birds that have been seen in Colorado. Another way you can get notifications is on the DFO website. So this is dfobirds.org. If you scroll down, there's a really useful section here called Notable Birds Seen Within 50 Miles of Denver. And this, oh, look who's on top here, our tricolored heron. Again, from this morning. This feed stays up to date. I usually find it's a couple of hours behind, and I'm sure that's probably just the way the API works from eBird to the website here, or this plugin So yeah, I always kind of scroll here. This is where I saw about the Ani, was I was looking at some upcoming field trips, and I just noticed in our list that Ani was there, and I was like, oh, whoa, wait a minute. And then lastly, one of the other really good resources that I think people maybe don't know about as much is there is a Colorado birding Discord server. And if you look here in all the Discord channels, there's a whole thing here for rare bird alerts, and it's broken down by county. So Jefferson was our groove build Ani. So if I go to Jefferson, I can see it's basically a bot that will, as soon as someone reports a rare bird, it will ping this server. So you can see here, ping, 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 ping. All these people started reporting that groove build Ani. And again, you can see for each county. So this is Arapahoe County. This was, I guess, earlier yesterday. So there was turkey vultures seen in Arapahoe County. So again, if you have a Discord account, you can join the Colorado Birding Discord server and get these alerts. So that is how I stay up to date and on top of all the rare bird happenings as they sort of happen in real time. So definitely get on any of these notifications or email list or Discord. It's very helpful. Okay, so let's talk about the rest of the video. And again, I sincerely apologize for mispronouncing Ani throughout the entire video. It's a brand new bird to me, I never really seen one, obviously, and I never really looked into them before, so I didn't know. I was like, oh, a groove-billed Ani, all right. And then I was like, I should probably look that up. And then the website I found was like, it's pronounced Ani, and do not pronounce it like Annie, like I was. So, yeah, it's my bad. Sorry. But anyways, yeah, that was a really awesome outing. Again, like I just mentioned in the rare bird kind of section there, I saw that thing pinging in the email and on the website. It just was like going nuts, and I was like, ooh, that is something I definitely need to get out for. And I'm glad I did. And again, I also mentioned in the video that it's really important when you see something pop up to go do it, because that was a one-day wonder, because it was gone the next day. And I know a bunch of people went out to see it the next day and were disappointed. So, yeah, trust me, I've learned that lesson where I'm like, I'll just go see it in a couple of days, and that doesn't work out. So, and I realized it's easy for me to say that. Just drop everything and go do it as a single man without like a family. So it's probably a little bit easier for me to kind of go do that kind of stuff than it is for some people. But, yeah, you got to get out there. So, but it was awesome. And again, it was so just friendly around people. I was just like, I don't know, something seems off here. Like this bird just like literally it could have like jumped up in my lap. I was sitting there on the trail getting some low shots, and it hopped right along like literally inches from me, and I was just like boing, 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 and I'm like, oh my god. And I mentioned when I got done shooting there that I was like, this might be someone's escaped pet, and that is not the case. It turns out this bird is just like that. I had a few other birders comment on one of my photos, just say, "Oh yeah, I saw one of these before, and they're just weird like that. They're a very weird bird." So not an escaped pet. They're just, I think I said in the video, they're just ambivalent to people. So it was really cool, and I really liked a lot of the photos I got. That last one there. Just him sitting there and having the really nice, colorful background, I thought really contrasted well, and ended up making a really, really nice photo. So that was really great. And then the owls. So apologies there on that last bit. I realized as I was shooting that ending, the actual location was directly out the window that I don't want to give away or sort of be responsible for like, oh, well, it was in his video, now everyone blah, blah, blah. Like there's just always so much drama when it comes to owls. So I apologize about that part, but just bear with me. So anyways, yeah, the owls, that was tough. And again, I mentioned in the video, I was like, man, this was just dumb luck that I walked down there and just happened to see the one in the trees, because when I went back there on Friday, man, I couldn't get anywhere close to them before they just flew. And I'm not trying to go out there to stress out these owls. So once I realized I wasn't going to be making any photos, I just left. And I was like, okay, we'll try a different tact, or maybe we need to come back when they'll be a little bit easier to see. That's kind of my thinking. Is when all these, when the leaves kind of fall off the trees, it'll be much easier to see them and not unknowingly like spook them, because I don't want to do that either. So yeah, that's I think that the owl takeaways is I'm gonna wait and see on that. And again, I could go back out there in a few weeks and they might be gone. So you just never know. Maybe that's the lesson of the video, is just go, because you never know. So anyway, I think that's it for this video. Again, this was a video I never intended on making. It's just all these crazy things came up this week, so just throw this together, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am heading out later tonight to go film for a planned video that is coming up. So yeah, that's going to be really cool. And that should be coming out later in October. And again, I'll have some little surprise on this one. So I'll just leave it at that. But anyway, thank you again for watching this one. Totally unplanned, but it was really cool. So I hope you enjoyed the Ani in Leiden. Such weird pronunciations. But anyways, I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.